Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, NAF Atsugi, everybody in Facebook land, Big Channel land, and welcome to another spectacular show. It's the Captain's Call here. I'm Captain Steve Weeman. At the other end of the table, I have Command Master Chief Duncan. How you doing, Master Chief?
Doing well, sir.
Awesome. Having a great afternoon. And we are very, very lucky here today. We have a very special guest, our Sailor of the Week, to help us through the Captain's Call today, and that is ISC Select Taggart. How you doing today?
I'm good, sir.
Doing good? Well, we are very happy to have you on board. And so you're a special guest here, and you come from Tokyo, Japan, which is right down the road, an hour or so down. And tell us exactly how did you get to Atsugi today? Why are you here? And what do you do for a living?
Okay. Up at the embassy, I do a lot of the international engagement, mostly administration, as far as getting Japanese Self-Defense Force members into U.S. schools, War College, all that type of paperwork.
That's real nice.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. So we send a lot of military exchanges back home, and I guess you're the heart of all that stuff.
Yes, sir.
Wow, that's really great. I didn't know that. So now in your previous lives, or as growing up, you were an IS. So what does an IS in the Navy do?
Navy IS intelligence specialist. We do a lot of the pre-planning for operations, all the threat briefs, country briefs, platform briefs. We do a lot of that, those type of things.
So you give the commander what he needs to know to fight his war or do his engagement or whatever he has to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you are at the heart of everything that we do there. So thank you very much for what you've done. So well, that's great. Well, thanks for joining us. And Chief Select is going through the Atsugi transformation, CPO 365 Phase 2. Am I correct?
That's correct, sir.
Okay, great. So he's working through that, and hopefully in just a couple of more days he's going to be a proud member of the Chiefs Mess. I'm sure he's got a lot of activity to do and more to prove. I'm just guessing. Is that right?
He's just beginning.
Okay. All right. So he's here to help us through today, and great to have you on board today. And I think we got a couple notes we got to let everybody know about today, CMC.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
There are several upcoming power outages for an NAF Atsugi in September. A partial base outage affecting only some buildings will occur Saturday, September 14th from 9 to 11 a.m. A base-wide outage for major repairs will occur on Saturday, September 21st from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. on Sunday, September 22nd. Please check NAF Atsugi Facebook page or base information channel for information or contact the Public Works Department at 115.
The American Red Cross, there will be an adult and pediatric first aid, CPR, and AED class on Saturday, September 21st from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Pre-registration is required. To register, please visit classes.redcross.org. For more information, please call 264-6794.
Okay, and in main gate news, as always, this time of the month, we do have a main gate closure, and that will be this coming Saturday, September 14th, from 8 a.m. till noon. That's due to maintenance on the inbound and outbound lanes. Please call Public Works or at 115 if you have any questions or concerns or complaints. Thank you very much.
The licensing office will provide limited services until Friday, September 13th. No license will be issued during those days. Licensing issue will resume on Monday, September 16th. For any questions or concerns, please call 264-3794.
And library on Wednesday, September 18th, the NAF Atsugi Library is hosting a Japanese literature night from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. They will be reviewing the works of popular Japanese authors and exploring Western literature set in Kanagawa, Japan. For more information regarding this event and other events at the library, please call 264-3776.
We are now in the peak season for typhoons in Japan, and that means tropical cyclone condition of readiness T-Core alerts. T-Core 4, winds of 50 knots or greater are possible within the next 72 hours. All hands should identify loose gear that could become missile hazards and make preparations for stowing and securing them, as well as have a 3-day supply of food and water as part of an emergency preparedness kit. T-Core 3, destructive winds of 50 knots or greater are indicated within 48 hours. Residents should obtain emergency supplies. T-Core 2, destructive winds of 50 knots or greater are anticipated within 24 hours. Residents should already have emergency supplies by this point. T-Core 1, destructive winds of 50 knots or greater are anticipated within 12 hours. No school for Dodge students. Staff and teachers will work normal hours unless changed by the Dodge superintendent. For those who live in low-lying quarters, make arrangements to stay with family and friends.
T-Corps 1 caution. All non-essential personnel will be released to their quarters at this time. Dodge schools will be closed. All stores, restaurants, and service facilities will be closed. Movement on base should be kept to a minimum. T-Corps 1 emergency. All outside activity is prohibited. T-Corps recovery. Stay off the streets. T-Corps all clear. The threat of severe weather is over. NAF Atsugi is in storm watch. The destructive winds have subsided or are currently not forecast to occur. There is still a possibility of danger due to the proximity of the storm and possible unforeseen changes in storm track and or strength.
Okay, so we haven't had a major storm come through the area the past this tropical storm season, but it's not a matter of if, it's when. So we'll keep watching the weather. So please stay tuned. We've got the big channel, we've got Facebook, we've got all kinds of media outlets that will be letting you know what the conditions of readiness are, and we'll put these up on the marquees as well so that you know what's going on, and we'll try to explain each one again. But again, very, very important that you listen to these. These are called super typhoons out here for a reason, that these reach incredible strengths and speeds. So so please stay tuned and listen to all the media outlets to get the best information. So appreciate it. Okay, I think that's all we got until the BZ comments and the ICE comments. So we will take a quick break. We'll let MWR come in and tell us exactly what's going on. And ISC, thank you very much for IC Select, excuse me. Thanks for joining us and for being a part of our captain's call. We'll be right back in just a couple minutes to finish the second part of our show. All right, stay tuned. Thanks.
Come out to Ranger Gym on Thursday, September 12th for the Sesame Street USO Experience for military families. This event is free and open to everyone. The show starts at 4:30, but doors will open at 4 p.m., so be sure to come and grab a seat early. Join us at Club Trilogy on Friday, September 13th, as Armed Forces Entertainment presents Celebrity Band Lit live in concert. The event will begin with an open mic opening act at 8 p.m. featuring singers and comedians from the community. Lit will take the stage at 8:30 p.m. The library will be hosting a community event on Wednesday, September 18th, titled Discover Japanese Literature. Participants will be learning about the works of popular Japanese authors as well as Western literature set here in Kanagawa. Come by from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. to join in. Please be advised the outdoor pool's last day of operation will be Sunday, September 29th, that the Ranger Indoor Pool will be open on Monday, September 30th. Early morning lap swim will resume as soon as Ranger Gym opens and will be available Monday through Thursday from 5:30 to 7 a.m. Now back to Captain's Call.
Okay, we're back. Thanks, MWR, for another great rundown of all the things coming up. You know, it's turning into fall. The heat wave feels like it's over. We'll kind of see, but some great tours going on out there. Lots of activities, and we're very happy that it's turned from that very, very hot summer that we had to some cooler weather and some great times to get out and see Japan. It's going to be beautiful. So as far as things going on the base there at CMC, we've got a couple things. Some folks are a little bit irate about some things.
Yes, sir. I'm going to take you south of the border to Taco Bell.
Okay.
I waited a total of 40 minutes just to get my food. Some of us only have 60 minutes for a lunch break. I know it's busy hours and the budget cuts on the employees, but they need to spend some help in Taco Bell if this is one of the most popular food venues. They need to close down, Bombers. Wow. Because people who usually eat there and there's no line.
Okay, well, interesting. Yeah, Taco Bell and the food court has been extremely busy past week, especially since the Air Wing return.
Yes, sir.
Not a lot of people went on travel or TAD, so we have every sailor in the Air Wing on the base, which is great. We'd love to have you, but the food venues have definitely been very busy last few days. So 40 minutes is definitely too long to wait. And Mr. Newbill over at the Exchange, he has provided some training to the food service workers back there at Taco Bell. And I ate there yesterday. Waited a little bit longer than I normally do, but I'll tell you, the people back there are working their hearts out.
Yeah.
They were really fast.
They're constantly moving.
That's exactly. They did not slow down. Didn't complain either. So they're great folks back there. As far as closing down Bombers, we won't be doing that anytime soon. Bombers is a great restaurant. It just provides different food. So If the waiting in the line piece is what's really getting to you, I suggest going over to Bombers and eat there. You're going to get a great food, and it's going to be a little healthier, believe it or not. And but if you're willing to wait for the Taco Bell, I get it. So sometimes that taste you just got to have. But they have gotten trained on the service standards, and we will keep up to date on making sure everyone gets what they need on time. And going south of the border is good to go. We want to do it as quickly as we can for you. So we'll keep trying. Thanks.
All right, sir. Our next one comes from an unknown chicken connoisseur. It's time to say something. It's been a while, and I can't remember when one started this, but I'm sure it's last year when I started to notice that Popeyes cooked the chicken using old oil. It's dark brown, and you know when you taste it, you can tell that it's old oil because the oil that they use in Camp Zama, the chicken is of a different color and the breading is lighter. But here in Atsugi, the color is dark brown because the oil is old.
Okay. Well, I have not personally verified the nature and the consistency of the oil, but I will tell you that we do have very high standards over there, and all the cooking done over there at Popeyes is done to Popeyes standards, okay, since they are a commercial vendor. So Mr. Newbill provides that Popeyes does have very strict standards when it comes to filtering and changing the oil in the fryers. Popeyes staff is required to follow the Popeyes operations policies. He has spoken with the manager to ensure they have proper procedures, and you can contact Mr. Newbill for any of your concerns regarding the food court at 264-3817, and they can assist you. Although if you've got the ability to discern between light oil and browner oil, that's pretty good. You must eat at Popeyes quite a bit.
Okay. Well, in any way, we'll make sure you get your cholesterol kicked.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. All right, sir, our last one is for Navy Family Housing. More or less miles classes on Wednesday and Friday, please. There was only one class at 6:30 on Fridays.
Okay, so for Mike Blanchard over there at the Sports and Rec, we are evaluating the usage numbers and we'll adjust classes accordingly. This is the first one I've heard regarding the less miles classes for the Wednesday and Friday daytime. I agree that the 6:30 class is one, very full, and two, probably not enough to meet demand. So we'll take a look at that and see if we can help you out with another class. So thanks for writing in. Appreciate the feedback. And those group fitness classes are just knocking it out. They are always busy. So thanks very much. We'll try to see what we can do. Okay.
That's all we have for concerns.
Okay,
sir.
we can do those. So ISC, you're here to help us out with the Bravo Zulus. Now, real quick before we cut into the BZs, anybody you'd like to say out there? We're going to be on Facebook, so you can send a link to anybody that you like, and maybe you can say hello to somebody.
I'd like to say hello to Embassy family up at Embassy Tokyo. Also send a shout out to other CPO selects. Just hang in there. We're almost there. So.
Okay, very nice. Okay, thanks for that shout out to the folks in the embassy. Hello, and to Captain Cooper and Captain O'Leary, who's the new DAT down there. Great to have you on board, and your chief's doing wonderful out here. So thanks for allowing him to come out here for a few weeks and grow up and gain some leadership experience out here. It's a great show. Okay, so can you help us out with the BZs today, you think?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
First, we have MWR Outdoor Pool. Absolutely outstanding job running the sprint triathlon. The course is fantastic, the meal provided was excellent, and the event ran flawlessly. Thank you for your hard work. Great job. Next, we have Air Operations. I want to give a huge shout out to FC1 VO and the GEMD crew. As we, MWR, are making our final preparations for the annual triathlon, we realized that we had forgotten to request handheld radios from GEMD. I called on Friday afternoon, explained the situation, and they were able to help within 1 hour of my call. These radios play a critical role in our communication and situational awareness of the course and race. GEMD's support directly impacted the success of the event, and we appreciate their willingness to expedite our last-minute requests. Thank you, GEMD.
Okay, great team effort for the MWR guys who did the triathlon. About 140 folks entered, and it really was a spectacular event. So thanks for everybody, especially the volunteers. You guys took up your Saturday morning to spend 2-3 hours out there to help direct traffic and point people in the right direction. So really outstanding job to everybody, and thanks for making Atsugi a great place to be and making a great event. So good job. Okay, so I think that about wraps it up. We are very happy to have you on board. Good luck in the next few days, and looking forward to seeing you at the CPO pinning ceremony on Friday morning.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. CMC, any other wrap-up notes today?
Yes, sir. I'd like to give a warm welcome to Pacific Fleet Command Master Chief, Fleet Master Chief Marco Ramirez. He'll be spending the next few days here with us in Atsugi.
Okay, very nice. Nice to have you, Fleet, and looking forward to meeting you. And please enjoy your stay in Atsugi, the best and the brightest base here in the Japan Kanto Plain. So thank you very much for coming, and thanks to everybody for tuning in to another edition of Captain's Call. We'll see you all next week.